Hola, namaste. Welcome to Pearl Tarot. Today I'm back again with a pickup card on what do people secretly think about you at this point of time. So basically, this is a timeless pickup card. Whenever you click on this reading, it is right time for you to receive the message. There are three piles, pile one, two, and three from your left to right. Choose the pile that you're most drawn to, and I will catch you in the next click. Hey there, my dear pile one. So, if you're drawn to this particular pile, this right place for you to receive the message on what are the secret thoughts of people. So, basically, this is sacred thoughts. So, I can't protect you from what is coming up anyway. Let's dive deep into the reading. So, one of the irony that happens now, just like you got the parrot, and it says like, let go of others' thought and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. So, it's like giving you a confirmation and a protection that what the others think about you doesn't matter at all. But yes, we are doing it in a fun basis of view, but it's wonderful to know where we stand, right? So we have that of the dolphin spirit, light octoposa, I love to call like that, eagle, and turtle spirit that is slow and steady wins the race. So first of all, what I'm getting strongly here is people think about you as a person who is hard to catch or hard to read. Like, it is very difficult to interpret who you are or what you are thinking or what you are saying or from where you are saying things from. So it is kind of like a question for themselves, like they do not know whether you are saying things for the betterment of them or for generally as a part of the convo you are saying things. So they do not know from where it is coming. So that is a thought process that is that is very strong in this layout that is coming up. Yes, with the presence of the dolphin spirit, people see that you are charming and you are able to adapt to that of the circumstance or that of the environment. For say, if you are talking to that of a person who is a very sport enthusiast, they see that you can speak a lot about sports even though you don't like that particular sport a lot. So it seems like people think that you are adaptable and you know how to carry that of a conversation, uh, to make the flow of the conversation. It's like three people speaking, and suddenly there is nothing to speak anymore. And you can come up with anything, any wild topics, and continue that spark. So it seems like people see that you have this playful nature of continuing the conversation, maybe, or to adapt to that of the particular situation so that the others do not feel the discomfort. That is the main element of this two of cups. The two of cups have two shades, I would say. One is that a person who is very open, receptive, and compatible with everyone. And the other side of that of the two of cups is with the presence of the lion symbolism, it can often symbolize a egoistic nature also. So there is this duality, and that is what people think about it, whether it is coming from that of the true intention of keeping up the convo or just to show off, like just to show off that you are capable of doing everything and anything. So that is one of the biggest thought process that I'm seeing here. Other than that, they find you to be very intelligent and multifaceted. As a matter of fact, with the presence of octopus, they find that you are able to fit into any particular situation. At the same time, you have a lot of intellectual capabilities that enables you to have the info, have that of the ability to interpret things as and when go. Like a fluid conversation is very easy with you. That is something that I'm saying. Again, with the presence of eagle and the slow and steady card of the turtle, they think that you are a very methodological person. Someone may say that methodological process as even cunning, like you know how to strike when it is really hot so that you get the desired outcome. So it's like you are willing to wait, you're very patient with that of the things, your goals, your ambition. It's like, one example that I can decipher this energy is, in the childhood, maybe you said that you wanted to be an actress, and this is a wild example that I'm saying. You said that you wanted to be an actress, but as that of the time progress, you become a doctor, and it's like, but you are constantly hitting gym, you're constantly going to this acting classes as a side hustle, but everyone think that this is just a passion for you. But you are taking this slow methodological step to reach your end goal, that is the actress, like, and you suddenly become an actress. So it's like you suddenly acted on a particular movie. So it's like slow methodological step. People think that you forget things, but no, you are kind of like churning it in the background. That's some sort of a thought process that I'm getting. Again, one of the thought process with the presence of this parrot is like, there is a lot of rumors about you, because parrot is a very vocal bird. If you haven't met one, it's kudos to you, because it's a very vocal bird. And what I'm getting is that People generally consider you to be very vocal, a person who speaks a lot, but the depth of that of the things that they say, as I've interpreted earlier, whether it's coming from a genuine aspect or simply to flow through the conversation, so they do not know that. Again, they also consider you as a person who give least importance to that of the people's opinion, or you would just brush it aside. So it can be very small. Whenever this pickup card, whenever we do the pickup card, it's like it can be very small, like once in 100 times you may have brushed a particular or over, like you step when other was speaking, like you have done it once in 100 times, but it is still in the minds of people. So something like that is present, like you brush aside that of the people's opinions or topic most of the time. So it is also present again with the presence of the light. Moreover, what I'm saying here is, to a greater proportion, people see that of the light in you, and people believe that it is coming from a genuine side. With the presence of that of the two of cups in conjunction with that of the light, I am seeing a lighter attribute to this particular interpretation. That is, people generally think that most often you comes from a genuine place, a place to contribute, to place to make things work from a genuine concern, rather than just to show off, just to show off your intellect, just to show off your abilities to do everything and anything by your own. With the presence of this eagle, people think that you have this ability to interpret that of the data from universe, like literally you may channel yourself, or you are closely religious or very religious, or closely related to that of one form or the other of divination tools. So something like that is also present. Again, they think that most often you are goal oriented. At the same time, you may always have a target of whether, like, you is you speak to a particular person, and there may be a malicious intent behind that talk also, because you wanted to achieve something from that person. So that is also present, because in conjunction with parrot, that is also present. With that of the eagle, they say that you are divinely protected in one way or other. That's like the traps that is put is not able to catch you at all. There is like that thing that is going on, because it seems like you you are swift and fast at the same time, because this and that is true. As I said earlier, they do not know, people generally do not know what to think about you, because they think that you are a very silent person who don't speak a lot in that of the public. The next day you see that you are speaking with a megaphone. So it seems like there is this, I would say that a different element that is present within you. And with, again, with the presence of turtle spirit, there is the swiftness to you to achieve the goal with the eagle. At the same time, you are willing to take that of the slow methodological step. So they think that this process, like a duality, is present. And even, in that of the two of cups, there is people from that of the two different ethnicities are often portrayed. And here, that duality, like you can coexist in situations that is kind of very different from you, like you accept religions or that of the people from different ethnicity, or you have the ability to talk with that of the people who are completely different from you, from that you don't have any particular idea, but still able to make a great rapport with them. So I hope you get that of the gist, like you go well with a lot of people. That's basically what I'm getting through this layout. We can dive into the rest of cards now. So we have that of the page of wands, the page of swords, the moon, the three of pentacles. Then you have that of the devil and the hangman. So basically, what I'm seeing here is, starting from that of the moon, they see there is a lot of hidden aspects to you. That is what they think about. Like you are not putting all that of the cards to the table. That is very much evident. And with the presence of two pages, what I'm getting is people see your vibrant nature, especially in conjunction with that of the dolphin card. They see that you have a lot of energy and also vitality that is present within you. And if you are in that of the higher age spectrum, they possibly not the fact that you are looking younger or healthier, or you seems very energetic compared to that of your age. So something like that is present, or despite the fact they say that, or they think about the fact, they may vocally say about it, like literally with the presence of the parrot, they may even make a comment like, you look younger than your age, or something like that is very much present. Present, it seems like president, and I was like, okay, that's great. So with the presence of that of the three of pentacles, it seems like you work well, or you are very collaborative, that we have already laid the foundation for that particular topic. Like with the presence of two of cups, that is very much evident that you're very collaborative, you have the ability to work with diverse group of people. And coming to that of the devil, To be very honest, starting this reading like very forefront, I do not know how I wanted to express it. That is why I was giving you some hints like, this is a secret thought of people, so I can't protect you. Then you have this parrot, like, what I mean. So what I'm getting here strongly is that there are some people who are completely jealous of you or have that of the negative intentions towards you because of the presence of devil card, especially coming from a perspective of the thought process, quote unquote, the thought process of people. What I'm getting here is there are people who are jealous of you or is kind of competing towards you, and is not so happy with the place that you are in life. Like, it can be various, but still there are people who are kind of very competing to you, didn't like the fact that you're doing well than them. It seems like that, because with the first layout itself, you have multi talents. With the presence of octopus, you are intelligent, you are able to adapt to that of the people well. And I was kind of thinking, what is the like that parrot card should come up and all. So what I'm getting here is there are people who may not like it but may not show it at all. So they may have a friendly face, but the thought process here is not so clean, I would say. Again, with the presence of the hangman, they may suggest that there are people who say that you take a lot of rest, or you love to have your quote unquote alone time, and love to gain a lot of knowledge rather than sharing that of the knowledge. Again, that shadow attribute that I was picking up earlier, like whether this is coming from a genuine place or this is just a flow of conversation. So it is present there, like really evident, again with the presence of this devil card. Coming to that of the page of wands and the page of swords, people generally view and think that you have a lot of energy and vitality, that's for sure. In conjunction with that of the devil, what I'm getting is, are they just, is this all a facade, like is this just a show to show that you are doing something, that you have vitality? That is also present. Again, with the presence of that of the moon, what I'm saying here is, there is again this wolf, and then there is this dog present in that of the moon card. So people generally do not know your intention or that of the perspective. Maybe you have a face that is very hard to read, or maybe it's you are kind of very secretive in nature, or even if you're vocal, if people want to hate, they will find thousand reasons for hating. There is nothing you can do. What matters the most is what you think about yourself and live the life the most beautiful way you can, because I mean, you are the only person who is going to stay with you for that of this entirety of life. Obviously your partner will be there if you're blessed enough. I mean, what I'm getting into is, people may think whatever what they want to think. They may project their egos, they may project their insecurities, they may project what all things that they want to project to you. But what I want to say is, stick on to your truth and live the life happily, okay? So what I'm getting is, there is a lot of malicious intents, malicious thought process going on, because devil card, whenever it is in conjunction with a lot of positive cards, until and unless it is super positive, there is this malicious, and there the shadow attribute of all the cards come up. So with in conjunction with the hangman, they may think that you are kind of like laid back, like maybe lazy enough not to do, or simply learn and not to put that of the work in. With the presence of that of the three of pentacles, it can comes up as a person who is deceitful in that of the work, is not carrying that of the equal burden. With the presence of page of swords and that of the page of wands, they may see that it's just a initial ignite, like the initial passion, the initial fire. After that, nothing, you cannot be seen anywhere. The moon, it shows that there is a lot of illusions around you, whether you are doing this or right, doing that correct or something like that. But it's like, it's their thought process, let's leave it at that. Again, coming to one of the most beautiful attribute that I see through this entire layout is that, at least there are 1% that may think that despite what the others think about you, you show up as you are. And yes, there is a difference in the way that you show up. Sometimes you are very playful, sometimes you just want to be in your shell. Sometimes it is very spontaneous with a lot of energy, sometimes it is slow and steady like a turtle. But nevertheless, what I'm getting here strongly is, there are people who see your genuinity in it, because one of the card that you are drawn to is two of cups, and there is genuine intention in that of the two of cups. That is partnership, that is equality. You believe in those things, so that is also evident. And this is the place I'm going to leave this reading, and I hope this reading truly resonate with you. If it does, consider subscribing to my channel. Hopefully I will catch you in my next reading. Till then, take care, bye. Hey there, my dear pile 2. So, if you're drawn to this pile, this right place for you to receive the message on what do people secretly think about you. Yes, we can dive deep into the reading. Yes. So, first thing first, I want to say that I really love the energy of this pile. Like, love the energy of this pile. I don't know why, but yes. We have this hummingbird spirit, that is be here now. Then we have the coyote spirit, that is trust in the divine detours, opportunity, wolf, oyster. Then we have that of the flicker, that is new rhythms are coming into your life now. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. Yes. First of all, people see you as a person who is really hardworking, like you work hard and play hard, like you have found that of the balance in that of the life in one way or other. And the most biggest misconception, I would say, in that of the today's world is about this balance. People think that it is 50% work and 50% rest, but it may not be true. Sometimes it is 80-20, but the gist here is to ensure that this 80-20 doesn't get prolonged too much. This 80-20 is kind of 50-50, right? So yes, people generally think that you are a person who takes care of themselves. With the presence of empress, they see you as maybe the epitome of beauty, a person who takes care of themselves. Like you find time to be there for you, be the best friend for you, and sometimes you put yourself first without any like bother in the world. Like you put yourself first despite what the others may think about you. Like you love it because you love yourself the most, it seems. So the empress card, that shows that a person who is taking care of themselves, a person who have time for everything, and a person who is there for that of the others need as well. With the presence of this opportunity, they people think that you take care of the opportunity when it is presented, and you don't take every opportunity. As a matter of fact, you take the opportunity which is in par with you. You got that of the wolf symbolism twice. I would say that people think that you are very intelligent or cunning. As a matter of fact, this terminologies can differ from one person to the other based upon their own perception. But what I'm getting here strongly is people think that you are a business savvy person. Maybe you have your own business, you are self-employed, or you make your own money in one way or other. Or even if you have a career, they see and think that you are quite independent in the place that you work in. Like your words carry a weight. It's not like you go to there of the work and come back. It's like you command respect, or you command your work requires some sort of significance. Like, I mean, every work have its own significance, even though the magnitude may be varied. But still, what I'm saying here is your work demands respect, and your work wants to be seen. It's like it's out there. People respect that something like that is present. So wolf is an archetype of a person who is in a business leadership, or a person who takes up that of the charge and command what to be done and how to be done. Or wolf is always associated with that of the packs as well. So what I'm getting is people think that you are a great business person. People think that you are intelligent, you have this ability to lead, not in that of lead, but not affecting your health in any way. There are people who when they take a lot of responsibility, they sometimes forget their health. For sometimes they forget their body. Like this is a vessel that is to be taken care of. But people think that you have this balance of taking up, leading, charging ahead, doing that of the work, but at the same time taking care of you, taking the nourishment of your body as well as that of the people whom you care. With the presence of that of the oyster, what I'm getting here is there are times where you may go complete like abscond. You just abscond from that of the place, people, vicinity, everywhere. And people may think that where you have gone to, like you may like couple of months, you may not be seen anywhere, or couple of weeks or couple of days, no one have knows where you go. So something like that, a secluded energy is present. So people generally think that you have this nature within you to go within for some period of time. When you become too visible, like too visible, you have this tendency to retreat back and take and recharge and comes up very fresh, because people think that new things are constantly happening in your life, like one thing after that of the other, and you may think that, oh no, nothing is happening, my life is the most stagnant thing that is ever. But believe me, this is a perception of that of the people. So generally people think that new and fresh things are constantly happening. And with the presence of this hummingbird, it seems like, whenever you have noticed hummingbird, its flight is quite different than that of the other birds. So it's like a lot of energy is being used. Like I don't know, whenever I see hummingbird, I always notice like it's kind of like using a lot of energy, it seems. I don't know, maybe it's my thought process. But what I'm getting here is people generally think that you have this ability to portray a lot of that of the energy into that of the particular task in hand, and bring it to that of the fruition to the maximum that you have, then retreat back. Like you retreat back afterwards. Like I am getting this depiction of a snail retreating back to a shell. Something like that is coming to my mind now. Again, coming back to this hummingbird that is be here now and in conjunction with that of the empress, people think that you have this ability to be completely present. That is one of the greatest attribute of this feminine energy, is that they have the ability to know when to do that of the work and when to retrieve back and receive that of the rewards. So basically people think that you have this ability to just stand back and receive, like you don't want to be a constant warrior yourself entire life, even though you have the ability. Literally in this particular deck, in this empress, there is a shield present. So it seems like you have the ability to be a warrior, but you don't choose to always be in that of the go-go, but rather than sit back and relax and take up that of water, like harvest, basically harvest what you have yield. So that is what I'm saying, like a relaxed but at the same time very energetic. So many things are happening all at once for you, but at the same time you're putting and doing a lot of things, but at the same time you have the ability to center yourself, to come back to yourself and rest, relax, rejuvenate yourself. That's a beautiful energy to be in, and I really love and admire it. So yes, with the presence of that of the quiet spirit that is trust in that of the divine tutor, that's one of the biggest thing that I'm seeing here is people think that you take a lot of risk, and that may be too riskier for that of the people in general. Like you take that of the risk that no one is willing to take, and you bring that of the best result out of it, and you strongly believe it. Like everyone say that they believe in divine, they believe in this god, they believe in Jesus, and they believe in what I would say universe and all. But once this troubles start to come in their life, everyone will not be in that, like their voice will not be as strong as it used to be, because once this trouble starts to come up, everyone don't believe, there is lack of faith, everyone starts to crumble. But it seems like people think that you are a person who keeps cool despite that of the circumstance or that of the environment, cool like a cucumber, seems like that. So it seems like that this disruption is for something better, and you have this ability to be patient in this detour, because you know that when the storm passes away, it's not only washes that of the so perceived good things, but also all those impurities and junk that would have settled in my life. So it seems like people think that you have this strong testament to that of the divine, because others faith may just get washed away when that big storms come, but yours seems to be so stable. And you may be the least religious person or least spiritual person, but religion and spirituality is not just the thought process, it's the action that you do in everyday life. So it seems like people from your action perceive and think that despite what happens in your life, you have the strong faith in yourself, aka strong faith to the divine that you believe in, that everything will be is for that of the highest good, and that may be the reason by which you stay so calm in that of the detour or that of the storm or anything and everything. Yes, that is what I'm getting through this first layout. Let's dive into the rest of cards to get further info on how do people, like, sorry, what do people secretly think about you. Yeah. Yes. So we have that of the Seven of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Lovers, the King of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and Four of Wands. I don't know, this Seven of Cups is giving me really spooky vibes, like literally. So maybe people think that you have the spooky side towards you. Maybe you have the ability to, when I was a child, I used to do that every time and I really enjoyed it. Like to make people, literally I would be the ghost and go behind that of the people, make noise and make them really afraid. Like I really enjoyed it. So some element is present here. Anyway, coming to that of the Six of Cups and the Empress, it seems like if you have children yourself, then people think that you are very motherly, very nurturing, very caring to that of the children in your life, so it is present. And if you are married, or I would say I would start from the fact that if you're not married, then people think about your marriage a lot. Like, when are you going to settle? Something like that is present. Or if you are married, then they think about your counterpart a lot, because with the presence of King of Swords, there is a strong emphasis of your counterpart. So, despite whether you are married or not, they think a lot about your counterpart. It's like their energy is always present with you. Some sort of vibe that I'm getting. So, they may think that, okay, you are meant for someone so great, or they may think that your significant other is someone so great. trait or something like that, because there is a strong emphasis on your significant other. Yes. And they think that you are in that of a completion stage or in a wrapping up stage or something very significant, because with the presence of 10 of wands, you can literally see that the person is going to reach that of the castle. Like it is that of the final stroke that this person have to take to complete this big journey, carrying this heavy 10 of wands, like 10 of lotz, I would say. So it seems like people think that you have this ability to carry a lot of things. Work hard, as I picked up earlier, work hard, play hard, and all. So with the presence of this 10 of wands, what I'm getting here is people think that you can carry a lot of things, but it seems like you are coming to a completion stage yourself. Like you have literally wrapped out a phase. Maybe like you are literally going to get married, that can be a thing. Like you are done with doing everything alone, something like that. Or you have completed a course, or you are wrapping up that of a job, something like that. A strong emphasis on completion is present, and that was kind of hectic. It was going on for a long period of time. It's not just something that have grown yesterday and today you're reaping. No, it's like it's been there for a long period of time. Like releasing negativity, maybe. With the presence of that of the lovers and the four of wands, people think that you have a lot of options romantically speaking, and there are people think that you have this, like, empress is the epitome of beauty, as I said earlier. So people generally think that you have this potential to be married to someone who is like in par with you. Like the empress won't settle for anything less. So that is element is present here. Again, with the presence of the son of cups, there are people who think that they can manipulate you in one way or other. Like they can sweet talk to you into something. They can, maybe it had worked in that of the past, but it seems like now you are that of the empress. Like empress is someone who is like, tarot is a lot of hierarchy, even though the modern society likes it or not. There is a lot of hierarchy in that of the tarot, and the emperor stands in that of the top. So it seems like people may, in that of the past, may have manipulated you, may made you do things that you don't want to do because they sweet talk to you into it. Or it can be your people who are very close to you, maybe your parents. Like they wanted something to be done, and they may make you think that it's yours. Like you, it is your idea, that's not them. Like there is this, what is that, ice age. There is this particular concept coming up, like they make you think that it's your idea. Like that is coming to me in my mind now. So there are people who may have brainwashed you in one way or other. That's one of the easy terminology that I can use here. So that is also there. Again, overall, I would say that people think that you're in that of the streak of success, like one after that of the other you are going to get that of the success. And people think that you are meant to be this successful in one way or other. So that is also present, and this is a place that I'm going to leave this reading. And if this reading truly resonates with you, consider subscribing to my channel. Hopefully I will catch you in my next reading. Till then, take care. Bye. Hey there, my dear pile 3. So, if you're drawn to this pile, this right place for you to receive the message on what do people secretly think about you at this point of time? Yes, we can dive deep into the reading. Yes. So we have that of the wombat spirit, be at home. Then we have the cardinal that stand tall and proud, see the leadership role unfolding ahead of you. Then we have the swan, the owl, the blue badger spirit, be fearless and bold. Yes. So people generally think that it is very difficult to enter your circle. Like if you have a close knitted circle, it's very difficult to enter your innermost circle. Like you are not very acceptable to every people. Like you are not a cup of tea that is meant for everyone. So even if they others want to be in your inner circle, it seems like you are kind of distant from that of the others. And it seems like you have this bold and maybe a rbf face, something like that. Like you are not welcoming everyone that comes your way. It's good, it seems. Yeah. With the presence of the wombat spirit, it seems like you wanted stability in life, you wanted structure in life, you wanted something that is so long and will stay with you for that of the long term. So you may not be very good at that of the small talks, you may not be very good at just surface level conversations. So people think that you are not for that, like you are not meant for that. So something like that is present. With the presence of this cardinal, people think that you are have a lot of strong leadership abilities, like to lead and to it's not like a leader who is very cheerful, talking about anything and everything, surface level talks. It's not like that. A person who is strict, who is there to do the work and just let the work done. And yeah, it's for the overall betterment, yes. There is morality present, yes. But at the same time, there is no time for loose talks. They are like, a strict father, a father who takes care but is not always there for, you know so it's that sort of vibe that I'm getting, basically. With the presence of the owl and that of the swan, especially, swan is often symbolism of beauty and also education, higher learning and higher purpose and higher calling and all. So people generally think that you have a higher purpose or higher calling, and they think that you are well educated, at least in a structured manner, like you're well educated in that regard. And they see that you have this intuitive ability, as well as to see things beyond their surface level. So that may be the reason by which you may not accept a lot of people in your circle. And with the presence of the bloom, there is a lot of emphasis of that of the flower. So you are a florist yourself, or something related to that of the flower, or you really love flowers, so something like that. So people generally think that you are as delicate as that of the flower. So that may be the people who knows you very closely or intimately. But at the same time, you are not blooming for everyone, at least. Coming to that of the Bhaja spirit, that is the reason why I said, like, be fearless and the bold. It's like you may be that person who looks very stern in front of others, and like a butter you will melt in front of some other, and be cheerful and playful in front of some, and be very assertive and dominating in front of some others. So it's like you have this, I mean, to a great extent every people is like that, it seems. But what people generally think that you seems to be kind of protected, guarded, and you are like, you are not welcoming to a lot of, like, you don't welcome a lot of people in your inner circle. That's very much clear. It seems to get repeated, like the message is getting repeated. That basically means that this is the constant thought process of that of the people. With the presence of that of the world card, what I'm getting is, people think that you travel a lot or you have this worldly knowledge. So something strongly associated with knowledge is present, like you have this practical exposure to that of the things. Like it's not all that of the book knowledge, you have this wisdom as well as that of the knowledge in conjunction with that of the swan. The world can also express a beautiful message, that in case of that of the thought process of the people, is the fact that you may know things but you may not burst that of the bubble. Like, when we think about the world, it consists of a lot of continents, a lot of oceans, a lot of people, a lot of knowledge, a lot of things, but everyone is so interconnected. Yes, it's well and true, but at the same time, not everyone knows everything, like very deeply. Everyone knows the surface level of things. So what I'm getting here is that you people think that you know about things a lot, but you may not burst the bubble of others. Like if there is a conversation and a person brings up about Italy, and you know a lot about it, and you may have visited Italy, but it seems like you will not speak if this particular person speaks anything rubbish about Italy. You are not going to correct them publicly. So something like that thought process is also coming back. Yes, we can dive into the rest of cards. Yes, so you seems to be a very tough person, or very solid, I would say. Tough is not the right word. You seems to be very solid. Okay. So what are the thought process of people? Here we have that of the Eight of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Death card, Six of Wands, the Tower. Then we have that of the Ten of Pentacles and Two of Wands, like two extremities together. Like literally, that is what the, if I want to depict these cards in a single line, it's like two extremities together. That's what I'm seeing, like a hurricane. Wow, that's wonderful. So what people really think about you is, you are not afraid to walk alone, or beat for your own drum, or stay your own story, or be your own cheerleader. You have no problem with that. It seems like you love your alone time a lot, or at least that is how people think. Like you don't want to be disturbed at all, because you seems to be so intelligent out there, being a leader and all those jazz. So people think that you don't love to interact with a lot of people. As a matter of fact, that is what I'm saying. People think that you are very abundant materially or financially because of the presence of Ten of Pentacles, or they see that you are in that way to achieve this great success for yourself in conjunction with Six of Wands. So with the presence of Eight of Cups, it seems like you have pretty sure, like people think that, and they are pretty sure that you have walked away from something that is terrible in life. So with the presence of the Death, it can be a literal death that have happened and you are healing that, or it can be a tower moment that had happened to your life. It's completely past, because we are thinking about people's thought process. So it seems like some sort of tower moment that have happened in your life, and People think that how courageously you have chosen yourself over and over again, because when I was laying the two of wands, message that comes into my mind was, it's like over and over again I will choose myself. So that is how people think about you, like you choose yourself and intends to walk away from situations that is troublesome towards yourself. Like with the presence of the tower, this lady is out there of the tower, is not even near that of the place. So what I'm getting here is, people think that you know how to protect yourself, you know, you are like literally so independent, and so independent that you can take care of yourself. And so people think that it's like, whether they do not want us because they are self-sufficient, they are independent, they are financially stable enough. So that can be the thought process. Again, with the presence of queen of wands, in the original tarot, the Queen of Wands is represented by a cat. There is a, obviously the Queen of Wands is present. She is epitome of beauty in one way, and you literally have a black cat that is situated most often in front of Queen of Wands. So while that of the tarot is being made, the black cats, especially in the place that the tarots are being initially utilized, it seems like it's not considered to be an auspicious omen. So the Queen of Wands doesn't care whether there is a black cat or a white cat or what all cat that may be. So what I'm getting here is, people think that you are least bothered by that of the societal structures or that of the norms, and you are there to shine in one way or other. Like Queen of One doesn't care whether a black cat sits by or a black cat passes by, because she knows her worth and she knows that she can do anything and everything if she sets that of the mind into. So that is an interpretation that I'm getting through here, is that you are so strong. It seems like people think that you had no other options other than being strong. So that can be also very true, because with the presence of two of wands, it's like, I'm getting, I don't know whether you have said it once or twice in your life, like I will choose myself over and over again. If so, please comment it down, because I was getting it in my head, like repeatedly I was getting this message that I choose myself over and over again when I laid two of wands. So that may be relevant for at least few of you that is watching this reading. Yes, all these cards is making me think of a particular situation, because I was watching a movie, and in that movie the protagonist is a lady, and that lady is very delicate, is very naive, very kind, and then the situations get worse and worse, and there is no choice other than that being strong. Like that lady doesn't have any other choice other than being strong. So the vulnerabilities around her made her strong. Like literally she had no choice other than to be this strong, independent, vigorous, very powerful version, like to emerge like a phoenix rising from that of the ashes. So it's like choice. And when I was thinking, like it's not every people will choose to be very strong. It's the circumstances that may force them to be this person, because they find that other than this they do not have any option. So it's some sort of vibe that I'm getting from this pie. So let me know that more about it in the comment section, obviously. And if this reading truly resonates with you, consider subscribing to my channel. Hopefully, I will catch you in my next reading. Till then, take care. Bye.